when Goldberg returned for a second WWE run. And welcome back, guys, and again, this is Mikeratto, and well, we're going to talk about the man who had a streak at WCW. He was unbeatable at 100 plus streak, which while he was unbeatable until he was defeated by Kevin Nash due to shenanigans, and while he made his mark in WCW by being one of its top wrestlers, being recognizable as the one who actually destroyed his competitors. But we're not going to focus on that. Instead, we're going to focus on his second run in the WWE, in which we see him doing again destroying a lot of his opponents. So I hope you all like this video. Comment below, share, subscribe, and let's go. Subscribe. Goldberg, he's actually an icon. He's actually one of the most well-known wrestlers in the world. He had this chance when he's doing his entrance. You know that people are saying his name during his entrance to the beat of his song, like Kurt Angle with the "You Suck," with other wrestlers' theme song being chanted by the audience, such as Vince McMahon's theme song and Chris Jericho's Judas. So people are chanting Goldberg during his entrance. So yeah, that's a good point. So when he returned in 2016, it's a promotion for a video game itself, WWE 2K17, which they're promoting Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, which later on Brock and Paul Heyman has been calling out Goldberg in segments in the presentation of the video game in one of their promotions. So this later on turned out to be a match, Goldberg's match after 12 years by that point, or 11, which we saw him in this incredible shape, which it shocked a lot of fans when he destroyed Brock Lesnar. I think in less than 2 minutes or less than 3 minutes, which during that match, Brock was actually confident about this match, and then Goldberg just defeated him just like that, just like a snap. So when Goldberg defeated Brock, the guy who defeated the streak was humiliated. The guy who actually dominated WWE for a lot of months was humiliated. They met again in Royal Rumble 2017, which Goldberg eliminated Brock Lesnar, again humiliating the beast. The next big thing. So what happened? He had a Universal Championship match against Kevin Owens at the Fastlane pay-per-view. Also, being Jericho, he put his best friend on a championship match against Goldberg, which it actually harmed his best friend. Also, at the side note of building Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho towards WrestleMania. So yeah, and then Goldberg defeated Kevin Owens, due to also Chris Jericho's appearance. So this build off their feud at WrestleMania 33 for Brock versus Goldberg for the final time, which Brock defeated Goldberg, which this started Brock's long title reign until 2018. So yeah, he had this long title run, which was ended by Roman Reigns, I think at SummerSlam the next year. So they had this match. And then for Goldberg, he was actually put into the Hall of Fame, which he was inducted, he was now a Hall of Famer. But he returned for a match. And this match, it is a dream match years prior, and it is the face of WCW versus the face of WWE. The top guys of both brands, that is The Undertaker versus Bill Goldberg. But unfortunately for that match, it's not that dream match type of thing which you all expected, because there's a lot of botches, and Goldberg being concussed in that match, which will led to both men almost getting seriously hurt working throughout that match. So while Goldberg defeated Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam by a convincing fashion because, well, you know how Dolph Ziggler operates during his selling. He oversells like there's no tomorrow. He's like being bumped by a truck when he is actually selling a spear. And as for The Undertaker, well, he returned for a match, which, well, he had this tag team match with Roman Reigns versus Shane and Drew McIntyre. And as for Goldberg, who's next? Remember The Fiend? Remember the hottest property of WWE in 2019 up to 2020? The guy who has the Firefly Funhouse? Well, that's the next victim of Goldberg. When they had this segment on SmackDown, well, it drew ratings, which, well, WWE put the belt on Goldberg later on. Which, well, yeah, Goldberg is now a two-time Universal Champion. But unfortunately for him, this title reign didn't last long, just like his previous Universal title reign, which was ended by Braun Strowman, but originally it was Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania, which, yeah, pandemic. Yeah. So, yeah, after that, well, he feuded with Drew McIntyre, which, well, Drew defeated Goldberg. And, well, he is now in a feud with Bobby Lashley. So, well, let's talk about another thing in this layer. The fans. Well, the fans supported Goldberg. Well, they wanted to chant his name during the entrances and everything towards that. He received good receptions towards his entrance and towards his wrestling. But there's a second thing, and that's being a part-timer and fans in the internet and fans being, well, fans. Because, well, of the part-timers, well, going to the WWE, fans have different opinions, and, well, it didn't see through them that, well, a part-timer is a champion just like Brock and Goldberg by this time, which, well, they hated the fact that they didn't see the title that much often on television. Though Goldberg, well, he's almost in every taping when, if you think about it, or he's appearing on Raw or SmackDowns when he is champion. Just like The Rock in 2013, well, Goldberg is the same. He's almost on the shows when it is actually needed. For Brock, well, he's appearing a lot of times and then disappearing because, well, he has his own schedule. And, well, what's another thing about the part-timers versus the fans? Well, it didn't actually see through them that, while people are now thinking about wrestlers' ages. Well, yeah, it's an argument in the internet, which, well, I only read their arguments about wrestlers' age, why shouldn't they compete or they should retire, which, well, this actually happens with the Big Show before in 2015 with the fans chanting to him, please retire. So, yeah, even though he is still doing some good matches. So, yeah, there's some examples. Well, for Goldberg, well, he is an iconic superstar with a lot of, well, buzz during his appearances. Well, because he's a legend, he has a lot of things that people actually recognizes him quickly because of, well, WCW, him actually being a movie star. He appeared in some movies. Well, he's a former football player. So, yeah, he is recognized by those points. So, yeah, I hope you all like this video, and that's the end of our video. I hope you all subscribe, like, comment down below, share. And, well, that's my video for today. Well, did you like it or did you dislike it? Well, this is only a summary of his second run in the WWE. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now for more videos. And, well, this is Mikeratto, and peace.